good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, whenever you're picking this video up. So we are here today and we're going to have a little conversation with two wonderful human beings on the planet right now, serving a beautiful, noble mission that some of you, if you are friends with me on the social platforms, will probably see I've been going kind of wild for Yoga Makes a Difference these last few days. And that's because we've launched a crowdfunding campaign, which is to raise enough funds to take free education of yoga around the world, or to continue to take free education of yoga around the world. So this is a vision, a mission, a movement, if you will, that Caroline and Ratheesh really come up with because they wanted to give back with what yoga had given them. They really wanted to give back to the world. So they came up with a vision called Yoga Makes a Difference. And that's how I met them in 2014, because I happened to be one of the people that was found a space on the second event that they created in Barcelona. It's 10 days yoga education. And that's how I met. So let's welcome today wonderful Caroline and Ratheesh. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Ratheesh.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you both. So should we just we're just gonna have a short conversation today. As you know, we've launched this campaign. I guess the first question would be, maybe for people that are totally unfamiliar with this, it might be nice, like what's your why? You know, what's the why of Yoga Makes a Difference? You know, what really drove that? I know it's because you wanted to give back, but what was the reason why? Do you want to just start there? Is that good for one of you to answer?
Sure. You want to go?
Okay.
Very, very briefly, after the just the first experiences of yoga, personally, when I was looking to understand this more or to learn more about it, and then in the search, I went into different places. It wasn't that easy in one way. First of all, either you have to be somebody who already has to be practiced yoga, or some of the ashrams that you needed a recommendation, or if you come from different tradition and all.
Now we're talking in India.
Yeah, exactly. And so it wasn't that very available, and I felt it was a little bit of it was circled or bounded.
Yes.
Well, I went on, and then later I discussed these things with Caroline, and it was her from there that she said, well, this is, in that case, we have to make this very available to as everybody, so nobody should really be kept outside of it, because it's something very beautiful, as many people should take the advantage of it, and that was simply made a big story to a short version.
No, it's perfect. Yeah. So basically just the desire to make it more accessible. Simple.
Exactly.
Just wanting to make it more accessible. And I think that's one of the things that you really did for me, actually, both of you, especially Ratheesh, the way that you broke down the philosophy and just the way that you deliver the teachings. Really, I think the word you've used before, and I think the word I still use, is just demystifying the sort of cloud around yoga, right? As well, you know, like it's like yoga, it should only be done here and by these type of people, but you really made it accessible to everybody, no matter whether that, you know, whatever their body type, whatever their physical health and abilities. Correct?
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, if you see the senses, and it also comes from, I mean, the biggest problem of the world today is separation, right? That we see ourselves separated from others. And yoga brings us together inside of us and also people. So that's kind of the whole idea of that, understand others more because we understand ourselves more.
Right. Yeah. And actually, Caroline, you can talk a bit more to that. And just for the mic's dropping, be just our connection. So if you're listening to this live or you're picking this up on the replay, if there's any questions or anything you don't hear at any time, just just send us a message and we will reply to you. But Carolyn, it might be nice if you talk a little bit more there about, you remember you've said to me sometimes about the sort of intention of YogaMakes, of that it's not just it's not about being a teacher's training, but it's about people helping people. Do you want to just share a bit about that? Because I love it when you told me about that before.
No, it's I mean, the problem in the society that within the yoga community is that it's one thing is that it's exclusive, and also that it's become a business. And the whole idea is not that we are bringing this to make teachers. We are bringing this into normal people's lives, and so they can benefit from the beauty of yoga, and that's the whole thing. I mean that you take the practice. It's more about the practice than actually the sharing. And if you can, together with your friends or in your community, wherever you are, give that back. I mean, the most best way to change something is to live it, right? I mean, if you on other people, I mean, they have lived it. And that's the whole idea also, that you do your practice through yoga and it stays with you, nobody can take it away, and that will reflect on others.
Right. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So actually it's giving people the seed to implement and integrate the practice, as opposed to it almost sometimes being exclusive concept as well. That's how it feels for me. So is there anything that you'd both like to say? Like, we've launched this campaign, and we're 4 days in on a 30-day campaign. And is there anything that you'd like to share to maybe people that are watching in terms of around the campaign? Because just if anything comes up from that, or if there's absolutely anything else you want to speak about today or share, you're welcome to. This is our little hangout. We can create whatever we want here. Yeah.
You want to say something? I think Ratheesh wants to say something.
So as soon as you hear about yoga, if you just take a few years back before it's got really popular, when you see a yoga poster, it is often exposed a very advanced way of practicing. In one way, so that or you saw people with a special kind of clothes, a special kind of outfit, and so it's all kind of made as normal community looked at this as something it's quite different. So either it's not about bodily performing the extreme version of the yoga postures, or about having the outlook. So the YogaMakes, one of the main reasons is to make this, as I said, the demystified meaning. You do not have to either should be able to do those kind of bodily postures to start yoga, or not to have something specially outfitted. That you can be a normal individual being with whatever that you're doing, whatever that you're eating, whatever that you are involved in. If you just simply, I heard that from some of the yoga philosophies that helium and nitrogen, one process that happens in the sun, it's about 400,000 years, or 400,000 years of energy and light is being created from that process in the sun. So in a way, practice of yoga will lay in your existence as a karmic cost, and that can change your basic substance, cleanse some of the emotions. So as the way we understood it, or we kind of continuously feel it through life, it would be just not right to spread this to as many individuals as possible, especially the world. There are lots of things going good in the world, but we probably have to evolve and do more in order to save and understand people's individual being as well as this planet. So this could be one of the things to raise awareness in people's mind and body, so they will kind of share it to others. Because if you're a child, as I said, if you find something beautiful, you will share it with your dear ones, your mother or father. It's a way, if somebody in your family find that authenticity in the yoga, I'm quite sure they wanted to, everybody around them feel good. So.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much why I'm going on a sharing frenzy. It's like, but you know, what you just said as well is some of it might have been slightly dropped out at the end, but I love what you're describing, that you know, almost, well, what I take from you both is that we need to get away from this exclusivity and this separateness that can still come even in the yoga, you know, movement, environment, community, whatever. It's like we really like, because for example, when I'm sharing this this cause, this vision you have, I'm sharing it from a place that wouldn't everybody just share this? I'm like, I'm always like, wouldn't every single yoga person on the planet share this right now? Because, you know, maybe everybody thinks that, like, because it's their idea and they think, yeah, everybody would just share this idea, wouldn't they? Because it's common sense. But it doesn't work like that, because I know that even in the yoga community at times, and I don't want to go into the negative aspects of it, but we still have the thread, like you just said, Ratheesh, that hasn't evolved yet, which is that, you know, we haven't evolved into that sort of space beyond, you know, beyond, I guess, the separateness, you know, the unity. I don't see the unity everywhere. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. I don't know what comes up for you.
No, but that's true. I mean, it's separation everywhere in the yoga community also. I mean, if you say that you practice yoga, they will say, what kind of yoga do you practice? I mean, we already starting to separate. No, I practice Ashtanga, and that would be better than if I practice Hatha or Kundalini or whatever it is. And we have to understand it's all yoga. I mean, it's
right.
Going in the direction. It has the same kind of platform and end. It's all.
Yeah, it's all yoga.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's that's important also in the aspect of understanding. So I mean, separation is kind of one very big thing that we the whole idea that we are uniting together.
Yeah. No, go on, Ratheesh. Speak a little bit, Ratheesh, about the your unless you wanted to say something else there, Ratheesh, because I know we could talk for hours, Ratheesh, and you could share all your philosophy, but we can't do that today, okay, brother? We have to keep it a little bit contained. But I'd love to hear also your experience of maybe doing the Yoga Makes a Difference so far, because you've done 3 trainings, and I know that you've had over 200 plus students, and I'd love to hear from you both, like, you know, yeah, what you felt from that. Like, was it unexpected? What's come, you know, what's been your experience?
Well, you know, it's just a kind of, it's not a surprise when people slightly got rid of their critical thinking mind and all the judgments and all that through these 10 days of being together, basically exercising the body in a kind of right amount of energy is being used, sitting or being together, listening to some of the ancient philosophies, it makes that bondage removed between people. So what we experienced, it was a rush of energy, and it was very sacred sentiment that we received at the end of it. And some of the end days, I can still recall it as the best moment of the days. For example, I discovered something called Hug Asana from someone called Simon in Barcelona. So I tell to some of the young friends in yoga, you know, they ask, what was the best class or what was the best experience? And I received a Hug Asana from 60 people.
Amazing. That was a special moment when the Vedas really, and for people watching, if you don't know what a Hagasana is, you have to contribute to the crowdfunding campaign. And then you have to come on a Yoga Makes a Difference and do the 10 days free education, and then you learn. Karen, thank you, Ratheesh. It's a beautiful one. And I'm touched as well, because I had such a phenomenal experience in those 10 days, and it was such a pleasure to meet you both and everybody that was there that shared it with us. And Carolyn, what's been a little highlight of yours from the 3 countries that you've traveled to so far?
Well, I actually think that we had no idea that it would be like this.
Yeah.
I mean, the love and the kindness and the dedication people shown, and from us, it was amazing. And I mean, people came without knowing English. I mean, in Barcelona, we had a whole group of people that didn't speak English, and they said after the course they actually learned English as they were sitting there and listening, and they had friends that translated. I mean, it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Go on, Caroline. Sorry.
Just people unite in that sense, and they share something together, and then spread that, and that's fantastic. I mean, we've seen people spreading to people, doing yoga with people that has not the ability to go to yoga class or pay for yoga, or and that's the bonus of it.
Yeah, that's the gift. Not only the gift, what you just shared there. Actually, that is the sacredness of what you're both sharing. It's like the sacredness takes over. Like, how amazing is that people learn how to speak English by coming to a yoga community, and you remember Catherine Shaw and a number of the students all started giving them teaching in Barcelona, and was like doing their own class, weren't they? Do you remember? It was like phenomenal.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
It
was.
Yeah, exactly. That's
sorry, say that again, Ratheesh. I lost you.
I guess yoga brings people together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and actually, that's one of the videos I created for everybody this week was that just saying that ultimately yoga is representing union and breath, and this deeper connection to yourself, and that's really an invitation for every human on the planet, is it not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It is a universal culture, the yoga. If your body is exercised with a conscious amount of breath and action, it's electrifying. The diseases of the germs won't be. So it's very simply a healthy tablet. You take it every day, as I said, it prolongs your life with a better quality in every direction.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's also when you do that, when you give so much towards yourself by doing your practice, the physical and the mental, you don't want to hurt yourself in that ripple effect. You don't want to hurt others either, because you know that if I hurt others, I will hurt myself, because we are not separated.
Exactly. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so is there anything else? Like, I'm just thankful for you guys showing up today. I know we're going to do another talk on Monday, and we've got 24 days or 25 days left. Do you want to share? Maybe we should just tell people listening, a little bit about the campaign in terms of them coming over and seeing the perks and so on. Do we want to talk about? Do you feel we should share a little about that, Caroline?
Sure. So the whole idea for the campaign is that we have more, but at the moment we have 7 countries that we plan to go to, and to raise funds to be able for us to travel there and just teach. We have a crowdfunding campaign. And so not only if you like the idea, maybe you want to join a training, but also you have different perks that is kind of nice. So if you do a contribution, you will actually also get something more back, not only 10 days free yoga, but you can also get a video of yoga sequence or meditation. There are different perks to choose.
Or the trip to, we have the trip to India. Yeah. Actually, it might be nice if you just break down the trip to India, because it's like a yoga holiday, but what does that comprise of, Caroline?
Well, you're gonna experience the mother of yoga. So you're gonna really see India, see everything that yoga represents, in the sense of rituals and temples and we will have yoga in the mornings and in the afternoons, and in between there will be some lectures. There will also be some free time to have a nice time on your own.
A yoga vacation.
Yeah, yoga vacation. I love that. And then also they can have, did you say the one-to-ones? There's a one-to-one with Ratheesh, with and also a one-to-one with you to master form, technique, alignment, correct?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, you forgot to say that. You know what, you guys, you know what I love about you guys the most? Caroline, you're so humble. It's like, just listen, for everybody viewing this, you have to understand this. I want to say something very, very important. Okay, Caroline and Ratheesh are sincere human beings who love yoga, live yoga, have a and freeze there. Maybe we froze there. And they sincerely want to share this yoga around the world. And when I'm saying to Caroline, come on, Caroline, we got to do this. You got to talk. This is not. They don't go in front of the cameras all the time and promoting and even I'm like, let's put this on there. Let's put this on there, Caroline. And Caroline's, no, I should do that. Should I? And it's like we have to, in this day and age, we have to fund ourselves. We have to find the support from the people out there that believe in this vision as well. Caroline and Ratheesh funded the first free trainings themselves. And we're at a stage now where we really have to call out on people, companies, if you know a magazine, if you write a blog, if you have a newsletter, to really share this beautiful mission. And I've actually, since doing this in the last couple of weeks with Caroline and Ratheesh, I've come up with some other ideas of how we can continually fund them. But in the meantime, this first 7 countries, if we can get $28,000, we can go 7 more countries. So we have, what do we have, guys? We have Peru, India, Malta. What's the other ones? Netherlands,
UK,
the UK, and Italy,
Japan, right?
and Japan, yes. And New York, Ratheesh, is that a new one?
Yeah, we have that. But we have more, so that we put that on.
Right, Ratheesh has got some up his sleeve, hasn't he? I know what he's like. So basically we have a number of countries. So if you're watching this video, and this is just a little introduction to Caroline and Ratheesh, I know the sound isn't the greatest today, but I hope you got a little sample of how beautiful they are. If you haven't, then we're going to be talking again throughout this 30 days. And if you're in the, this is me. I'm saying this. This is not Caroline and Ratheesh. This is not like a desperate call out, but because this movement's happening anyway. But this is a call out. If you're in the position to support this campaign in the next 30 days, then don't hesitate. Don't think second twice. Go over to the campaign, reclaim your beautiful gift, and support us to take yoga around the world. It really is such a beautiful thing to do. So I think with that, guys, if there's anything you'd like to say just in closing to anybody watching today or that captured this video on the replay.
Well, we also want to say thank you to everybody that actually has been, not only the one that's supporting now during the campaign, also to all the people that has took their time to come to the trainings. I mean, we started something, we gave 10 days, but you guys, you gave your whole life to it. So it's thank you to you.
And also, even if you have a great vehicle, you still need rubber tires to put it onto the road. Otherwise, a nice body and the engine. And thank you, Simon, and everybody like Frederick and Shu and Philip. All these people are deeply involved in. So we understood this mission has a good wheels. So the vehicle will run along. I'm pretty sure of that.
I like that. Yeah, I haven't spoken to you for a while, Ratheesh, but I always love your metaphors. We have a good vessel. We need good tires, and we're going to keep rolling. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, wonderful. Well, I'll speak to you guys again in a moment. I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody. So there you go. Yoga makes a difference. Please share the campaign. The links will be below this video. And yeah, if you want to explore us on Facebook or any of the social platforms, then if you search the hashtag yoga makes a difference, you should see all the links and the different things that are happening and going on right now with the campaign. I'm also launching a 30-day yoga challenge, so you can get involved in that over the next 30 days. And there's loads of other cool things you can do, like create a video. If you've done the test, if you've done the training and you love Caroline and Ratheesh as much as I do, create a video testimonial, share your reasons why you love Yoga Makes a Difference, and put that out to the world. Share with your family, your friends. It's a beautiful way for people to connect to really you and connect to the people that have experienced the events before. So there you have it. Thank you so much for listening. Take care, and we'll see you again soon on the next video. Hashtag yoga makes a difference. Yay. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, Caroline. Goodbye, Ratheesh. Ciao.